going on, squad? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so this is going to be our October mid-month, so October 15th to November 15th, and I'm really excited, guys. I'm about to hit 200K, so if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please help me get there. And guys, thank you so much for the love. You guys really ride for me hard. You know, Taurus squad will always go hard for one another, but I love you guys, and thank you so much for the love and support. All right, so let's jump into things. Let's see what is going on with us. So what is the general energy around squad? Sign of Taurus. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the energy around Taurus for this October mid-month? What is the energy around squad? All right, we have the Lover's card and the Page of Coins. Okay. And guys, don't mind my battle wounds. I gave a cat a bath, and it's a cat that didn't want a bath. So shout out to my homegirl. I was trying to help her. I'm like, I got this under control. I did not. The cat won. All right. We have the Five of Coins and the Eight of Cups. Okay. Energy here, Seven of Swords in the reverse, Four of Swords, and the Strength card. So there's a decision that is made here where you decide that something's not going to work. It's something karmic. And I keep seeing cards about realizations. You have the Seven of Swords in the reverse that came out, which is a secret being exposed. You have the Seven of Cups in the reverse, you know, where you see what path you have to take. Everything is put on the table. And it's like, look, this is not for me. This is deterring me from the path I'm meant to be on. And I just don't want to deal with this burden. Okay? So there's something that's definitely being rejected. All right, something you're definitely moving away from. And it could be because of an awesome beginning that you have. Okay, so let's expand on this a little bit. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. The Two of Cups. The Lover's card and the Two of Cups. I'm feeling a lot of soulmate energy, guys. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Let's get one more card. Ace of Coins in the reverse. Okay. You're just saying, look, enough is enough with something because you start building on something that you are very strongly, passionately involved with. Whether it's a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or you just, you know, feeling that fire energy. But it's something that's very, very fulfilling. But at the same time, you have to protect yourself from something. So there's two things happening here. On one end, you're rejecting something, you're leaving it in the cold, you're walking away. But I don't know that this is something that will be easy for a lot of you. For a lot of you, you might get a lot of shit back. You know, you might have someone like, yo, what the hell? And just all up in your shit. Okay. Or it could be something that's cut off just like in a very cold and harsh way where it's just like, it's done and there's no going back to it. Like something's completely just cut out. And I feel like it's because something strong comes in for you guys. Okay. A very, very strong connection here. And with this Knight of Cups in the reverse energy, if someone is seen as shady or like a player, I'll be honest, squad, it's probably us. Okay. But this could also mean that there was something where emotionally someone was all over the place or something just made you sad, something threw you off. Okay. And it's just like you don't want to deal with that. But something strong is building, but you know something else can't exist in your life while this strong thing is building. But guys, this is either soulmate, whether it's a romantic one or a platonic one. This could be you finding your life purpose. This could be you making a move that you're just so in tune with yourself and you have so much love for yourself. Like, yo, I did that. Okay, so it's something really big. Okay. So without further ado, let's get into the past, present, and future. All right. Make sure you guys check out my Instagram, High Vibrations 44. I'm also on Twitter, Bruja. The spelling for all of that is in the description if you need it, okay? Okay, guys. Past, present, and future. What are my fellow bulls going through? Let's get 9 cards here. 6 more cards here, guys, and we'll get this show on the road. Okay. Just one more card here. Okay. All right, guys. So the energy that we have here, 2 of Swords followed by the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Coins. So again, a lot of you are on the fence about something. There's a decision that needs to be made. And this is something where you want to use your logic. Don't let your heart so much get in the way of you making a smart decision. Okay. But this is going to lead you to expand in a way where you're stable long term. This brings in either generational wealth or something that, you know, you can really rely on for a while. Okay. And I see you guys finding a lot of success. And even though there may be things that you're not accustomed to doing or things that it's like you kind of have to come out of your shell, it's really going to benefit you. All right. As always, money is there, Taurus. Okay. So you're really in a place where you're able to just really, really build a strong foundation, really watch your bank account grow, really get into a solid place and just grow within yourself. But there's a lot of changes that are happening. I just feel like right now, there's a decision of some sort that needs to be executed. And it's like, okay, what's the best way to do this? Okay. Or what do I need to cut out to do this? All right. For some of you, maybe you're dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, but I just feel like this is the energy that you're taking on, where it's just like, you know, it's all about how I get from point A to point B, and I'm not letting anything or anyone get in my way. All right. So let's start with the past, guys. We have the Page of Swords, the Justice card in the reverse, and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So I think that there's some sort of situation where it made you it made you put a very high wall up. Maybe an injustice of some sort, you know, maybe someone screwed you over, or maybe there's just a messed up situation where everyone saw clearly. Okay. And I think someone just became extremely protective over themselves. Right. And sometimes we can become so protective over ourselves that it can be self-sabotage. But in this case, I think that you weren't overly, not that you were overly like protective. I feel like you were still open to certain things, but maybe you'd ask a little more questions than before. So it's not where you're stopping a blessing or anything. It's just, you know, not to jump into something right away. You know, maybe it's just like, okay, this looks good, but let me give it a little more time so I can see what colors truly come out after some time. Okay. So you're defensive, but not to the point where it's destructive. It's just, it's normal. It's like, look, I went through something messed up. I want to make sure that I don't get into more messed up things. All right. So I think, if anything, you're thinking very clearly throughout all of this. Okay. And you're speaking very honestly. And you're in a place where it's like, look, a closed mouth does not get fed. So what do I need to say? How do I need to think? How do I have to approach a situation to make sure that I'm getting the good end of things, to make sure that things are fair and solid and beneficial to me in some way? All right. Why is this Page of Swords here for the past? We have the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords in the reverse. You're healing from something, you're getting over something, but it makes you really, really aware of a lot of things around you. There could be something that you're getting over that you still think about a lot. Okay. But I really think that you guys just take a more careful approach. Okay. So again, it doesn't get to the point where you destroy good things, but you're probably thinking a lot more into things than usual. Okay. You're not just, you know, you're not going to be fooled twice on the same thing. Okay. Because you lost a lot with something. And it was very, very good for you to actually lose this thing, although you felt at a loss. Okay. And a lot comes from it. But for a lot of you, there could have been a lot of unresolved feelings towards someone or something. Okay. But it's not something that you go towards. Okay. You know you can't go towards it. And there's a lot of happiness coming in. All right. There was something, Taurus, that was meant to be in your life, and it gave you a push. It put a fire under your ass. Okay. It pushed you in the right direction. You know, we're stubborn, and sometimes we need rude awakenings, you know, to get us up to par. All right. And that happened. Something ended, but it needed to come into your life to wake you up. Okay. All right, so the next card, guys, for the past, Justice card reversed. Six of Coins in the reverse. Five of Wands in the reverse. So there's something that just wasn't being reciprocated evenly. There was an imbalance of some sort. And you get to a point where it's like, look, I'm just not fighting with this anymore, but I know it wasn't what it should have been. Okay. There's a lot of secrets in something, and you just let it go. But again, guys, it puts you on this new path here. All right. Lastly, for the past, squad, we have the Queen of Swords reversed. Eight of Cups in the reverse. The Fool card in the reverse. I think that something from the past attempts to come back into your life, or vice versa. Maybe you tried to hit someone from your past up or go to like an old job or something. But somebody is strongly aware that this is a terrible idea. No, it's not going to happen. No, 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 no. So I really think that's what it is. I think that it's something that you guys are capable of getting, but not something that you necessarily are trying to get back into. Okay. With you guys not getting into that, though, there's going to be something that you accept that you feel very successful. All right. It could be a new job. Okay. New place to live. This could be a new lover. But you're just like, I did this on my own. Okay. That Hermit card is, I had to go through a lot. I had to suffer in silence a lot. I had to learn a lot. But look at what I have. Okay. This is what is coming in, squad. Six of Wands. All right, so guys, let's look at the present moment. All right, so we have the Queen of Coins, Six of Cups in the reverse, and Four of Swords in the reverse. Queen of Coins, that's us, okay? So being in a very strong place, money coming in, being able to handle yourself, and there's so much that you're mentally getting past and that you're understanding. And with the Six of Cups in the reverse, life isn't going to be the way that it was anymore. You're leveling up from a place in the past. It's like you get to put a whole chapter in the past. I'm not going to do this because of how I was raised. I'm not going to do this because of the people I was friends with 10 years ago. Like, this is all new. Okay? And it's like you're able to part ways with things that just don't serve you. You pick what serves you, you pick what doesn't, and you move forward, and that's what's happening. And you're going to live life differently now. Okay? Again, you're in a position where there's a lot, guys, that you can manifest. All right, you're in the driver's seat for whatever this is. Why is this Queen of Coins here? Four of Wands. This could be something that has to do with the home, but this is something that brings a lot of stability, guys. The Three of Wands, a lot of expansion. You're climbing up that ladder. Okay. I think that there's something here that I think there's a lot going on for you, Taurus, but just be careful because I think that, see, the thing is with the Taurus, when we're doing very well, I think that we just glow differently. And I think that the glow is very attractive. I don't say this because I'm a Taurus, but I think Taurus are very beautiful people. Okay? So when we're doing really well, we can have a lot of options. Let's say we have an infectious personality and we apply for 10 jobs. And all 10 want us. Which one do you go for? Or you go out and you're having a good day and you look beautiful and you get approached by a lot of people. What do you go for? Okay? So there's something here where, whether it's on your end or another person's end, it's just like someone knows that, look, this isn't genuine. This offer isn't genuine. How I speak to you isn't genuine. So this isn't going to be something that I build on, okay? So all I want to say about this, guys, is try not to let this be you. Okay, or even the cross watcher, don't let this be you. If there is something that you're not genuinely invested in, just be honest about it. Because I think that that's where karma comes into our lives. Me, I avoid karma as much as possible. So, like, let's say this is for love, for example. If there is someone that, like, I talk to from here and, from time to time, but I'm not interested, I know it's not going to get to that level, I'm very honest. I don't have to tell people more than once. It's like, look, I don't want that, or I'm not ready for this. Like, I'm very honest about that. Okay. So at the end of the day, when they want to come back around like, oh, you're a bitch, you're dating somebody else. It's like, I told you I didn't want you. You know, and they're like, oh, you're going to pay for it? I'm like, no, I'm not. Get over it. I'm not paying for anything. I'm not paying for being honest, you know? So clear yourself of the karma. If there's something that you're holding on to that you're not really there for, let it go. Because you guys have to teach the universe what it is that you want. The universe goes by your actions. So if there's something there that it's kind of just a play toy and you're just like a cat, just, you know, passing it back and forth, you're giving the universe the wrong impression. Okay, you're giving them the universe the wrong directions for you. So if it's something you're not genuinely invested in, just toss it to the side. Okay, and not toss it to the side. Do it, you know, don't make the world hate you, but just let it go. Okay, because there's gonna be a new beginning for you where you are so happy, but someone else is not. Okay. All right, guys. So the middle card here for this reading, we have the Six of Cups in the reverse. All right, so again, putting something in the past, or this could be something from the past coming back in, but let's see. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Nope, you're putting it in the past. And this is a core energy, guys, so this is really going to be the focus for this time. All right, we have the Knight of, what is this? Knight of Coins in the reverse. So it's the Taurus that stops going towards this. It's this Taurus saying, look, I'm done, I can't. And this brings you so much peace and balance. But there's a very toxic energy that is upset with this. So you guys could be dealing with someone toxic or a toxic environment. And they're like, no, how could you do this? And you're like, chill, I'm just trying to be happy. I'm just trying to have peace. But I think that someone may feel entitled to you, Taurus. Okay. This could be vice versa because Taurus, we are very territorial people. But then again, when we're done with something, we're done with it. Like once a Taurus says no, you're not going to get them again. So you shouldn't have fucked up to begin with, you know. But I think that people are going to feel deceived around you for you doing this. Or people might be upset that you're doing this. But you're happy. And you deserve to be. So do it. Okay? Last card here for the present moment. Four of Swords in the reverse. You wrapped your mind around everything. Now you're able to move on from something. Eight of Coins. You're working very hard. You're putting a lot of labor into things. And you have the Chariot in the reverse. Okay. You accept something for a new start, but there's something that comes in where either you don't expect it, it could be a little bit out of control, or just, again, something you just didn't expect. Why is the Chariot reversed here for the present moment? The Moon card in the reverse. Let me get one more here. The World card in the reverse. So this is something that you guys are still involved with, okay? And what Spirit is saying is that this is inevitably going to be cut out, okay? And that truth is going to be seen. Sorry, my lovely squad, I got cut off. But this is something that whether you choose to cut it out or you let the universe do it, it's going to be cut out, okay? And deep down inside, you know this. And deep down inside, if someone else is involved, they know this too. But there's something where you just don't want to be involved anymore because you find an awesome new beginning. And it means, look, it's time for me to move away. Okay? So whether it's a person you're leaving behind or a job you're leaving behind, okay? Or you're telling your family, look, church was great, but I kind of want to do something else. Okay, not talking from personal experiences. But yeah, it's just you're choosing to do things your way now. Okay? So moving forward into the future, guys, we have the Seven of Coins, Ten of Swords in the reverse, Judgment card in the reverse. All right, so you decide solidly. This is something that I'm not going to go back towards. That's that. You know, you're not going to change your mind on that. Why is the Seven of Coins here? Page of Cups in the reverse. Page of Wands. There's a transition while you're being patient. Again, guys, there's something where a person is not being genuine. So it's like you're waiting to move past that towards this new thing that you have. So it goes from ingenuine to going towards something where there's a lot of passion and you speak with passion. And you manifest this new thing by dropping whatever that is. So you accept the new start that, again, it requires you letting go. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Why is this here? Nine of Coins. The worst that could have happened, guys, has happened. You guys stood your ground. You guys got through the bullshit, okay? You may have lost a lot, okay, in the past. You may have had to go through a lot of challenges, all right, but you did. And you're back on your own 2 feet. And you're able to do whatever it is that you need on your own, okay? So I see this as a lot of recovery. I see someone that's just been working and working and working, and then finally it's like, oh my God, I did it. I reached my goal. I got what it was that I wanted. I got through that rough situation, and now I can breathe. So it was all for something. And you put in a lot of work to get yourself here. So good shit, Taurus. Okay? You knew something wasn't a good idea, and you're sticking by that. But I feel like you're coming out of a time of depression, honestly. Either depression or just something that was hard to get through. We have the Hermit card. And the Five of Cups. You wisely remove yourself from something. Some of you could feel alone for a little bit, or someone else feels alone. But yeah, it's like either you lose someone or you lose something. But you are ecstatic about this new start. You're just taking a much wiser approach. Okay? You're learning what you need to learn. If there's a situation that you don't have to get yourself in twice, you're not going to. Okay? Unless it's a good one. Like you want to make good money more, twice, 3 times, 4 times. But if it's something that wasn't good for you, you're not going back to it. You're much wiser. And you guys had to take a path that was kind of like out of the norm. You had to step out of your shell, guys. Okay? And you were tired, or you are tired when you get this, but you get it. You fought, and now this is you. Harfant, that is us. Okay? Now you're right where you need to be. You're in your power. This is the student that now turns into the teacher. Okay? So I think that a lot of people will be able to learn from your story and what you went through. And I think that it was a beautiful come up. And I think that you guys rise from the ashes really, really well. So you fought, and it's just like a lot of you could have felt defeated, but you're good. If there's something, Taurus, that you guys have to invest money in, okay, especially if it's a lump sum, it does come back to you. It doesn't put you in a hole, all right? Like I said, guys, we are the sign that is most tied in with money, all right? It's natural for us. So take advantage that you have that, okay? All right, guys, so let's get the advice for this mid-month, and then we'll close this out, all right? If this is resonating with you guys, there is a link in the description below to donate. Thank you so much for those who support the channel. All right. What is 3 cards of guidance that Spirit can give to Taurus? We have the 3 of Wands in the reverse. We have the Lover's card. All right, we got a few here. We got the Ace of Wands in the reverse, 10 of Cups in the reverse, King of Coins in the reverse. So what this is strongly saying, guys, energy, 8 of Coins in the reverse, this is about you, okay? There is something that you are not genuinely invested in, and you have to let it go, okay? And whether it's you or someone else, there can be a lot of unhappiness around this, okay? Or if there is something that someone very, very, very close to you is asking you for, where it's more than the norm. Like, let's say there's a friend who usually asks for $20, $30. And then they come to you and they're like, hey, I'm so sorry to bother you, but I need 1,000. If it's something that it's huge, it's something out of the norm, it's something that's more extreme than what you're used to getting asked, no. I don't think that it's something that you'll be happy about, okay? Especially if it's with money, Taurus. My rule about money, and it doesn't have to be your rule, but when somebody asks for anything monetary, only give it to them if you don't need it back. If you were just as okay with saying this is a gift and you don't expect to get paid back, then give the money. If it is money that you know you're going to need for next week, or you're going to need for rent, or you're going to need for your car payment, do not give the money if you absolutely need it back. Only if you can release it and be okay with it never coming back. That is the rule of lending for me, Okay, so if it's something huge out of the norm, something that you absolutely would need, then think about yourself first. Okay, but there's something that it's just you don't want it to work. It's going to be a waste of time and effort. Okay, someone is going to be upset that this isn't working though. We have the Four of Swords. Nine of Swords in the reverse. We have the Knight of Coins, Strength card, King of Cups, Five of Wands, and High Priestess. Especially if this has to do with two parties, I feel like there is someone that is really, really stuck on something, and I feel like there's another person that's really not losing sleep over it. Okay, so you know that in order to find peace, or maybe something that has to do with the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you know that in order to be in a good place, you have to go through some sort of bullshit. Okay, and I feel Taurus is just like, oh my God, how do I get rid of this? How do I get out of this? But you need to find a way. Okay. But again, guys, if you're asked to do something that's extreme, especially if it has to do with money, especially if someone's like, oh, you're investing in something, I don't think that this is a good time for that. But your spirit will tell you. Okay. Your spirit is going to either be comfortable or uncomfortable with it. Go with your gut feeling. All right, guys. All right, my loves. I love you guys so much. I will see you guys for the September readings. And guys, I am so close again to 200K. So if you're not subscribed, definitely do that. Show some love and help me get there. Take care, squad.